Top 13 games coming in 2023. The game that proves that all you need is a manicure to become a god. For real though, Forspoken is the debut project of Luminous Productions, the company that was originally assembled from employees working on Final Fantasy XV. This is going to come out as a timed exclusive for the PS5, and we just found out that that timed exclusive is going to run until January 23rd, 2025. So if you've really been looking forward to this game, it might be the time to buy a PS5. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait another 2 years to see any other releases. Coming March 28th from InGame Studios and 505 Games, Crime Boss Rockay City. If you're a fan of heist games and movies from the 80s and 90s, this game's right up your alley. With a timed release on the PC via the Epic Games Store, this game is going to feel like a mix of GTA and Payday. With a gigantic cast featuring Michael Rooker, Kim Basinger, Danny Glover, Danny Trejo, Vanilla Ice, and that's right, Chuck Norris, baby. This game can't fail. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League from Rocksteady Studios and Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, coming May 26th. The game where good guys are bad and bad guys are good. This is actually the 5th main installment in the Batman Arkham series, taking place after the events of Batman Arkham Knight. I believe this game will be best played in 4-player co-op. Ark 2. Is that Vin Diesel? Coming sometime in 2023 from Studio Wildcard and Groove Street Games. This will be a console launch exclusive for the Xbox Series X, and will have an Ark animated series releasing around the same time, with unset dates for future releases yet. The Ark 2 story is going to take place after the events of Genesis Part 2, the 5th and final paid DLC expansion pack released for Ark Survival Evolved in 2021, on an unknown alien planet. Survive the past, tame the future. The graphical upgrade for Ark 2 looks absolutely amazing. I, for one, cannot wait to get into it. And Cal is at it again March 17th from Respawn Entertainment and EA. In Star Wars Jedi Survivor. It's taking place 5 years after the events of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. The Empire is going to push Cal to the edge of the galaxy as he fights to protect it from descending into darkness. If you haven't played Fallen Order yet, now's the time to pull that game out of your backlog and jump in, so that you're ready to jump directly into Survivor. Now let the delays end. Sons of the Forest comes to you February 23rd from Ed Night Games and New Night. Sent to find a missing billionaire on a remote island, you find yourself in a cannibal-infested hellscape. Craft, build, and struggle to survive, alone or with friends, in this terrifying new open-world survival horror simulator. I don't know about you, but The Forest was absolutely amazing, and we've been waiting for this game through all of its delays for a long time now. And from what we've seen, it looks absolutely amazing. With this release comes a new AI system, dubbed Veil. A tool which governs the behavior of those who inhabit the island. Characters will be impacted by hunger, thirst, and their mental state, which can alter their routines and reactions to events. Enemies will also have their own ecosystems, with your actions helping to influence whether mutants are more likely to stick to the network of underground caves or roam the wilds above. The cannibals are going to find new and interesting ways to band together to attack you, and you might even be able to find a way to use fear to get them to back off, if you're smart with your resources. From Square Enix, June 22nd comes Final Fantasy XVI. Releasing as a timed exclusive for the PS5 and not becoming available until December 31st, 2023, Final Fantasy XVI aims to bring you the best story possible. It was up in the air whether the combat system was going to be action-based or traditional turn-based, but Yoshida decided on action-based for this one, with maybe the possibility of adding in turn-based in the future. Something that kind of saddens me is that because of time restraints and wanting to get it out for 2023, they decided to not make it open world, which means this will be very linear. Now, that could be a good thing, and a lot of people might like that, but I personally like being able to explore the open world as well. So that will be missed on my end. March 9th, Skull and Bones from Ubisoft. This one looks to bring us all the piracy we wanted since Assassin's Creed Black Flag. The game's undergone multiple changes in direction and scope during development. There was a big focus on naval exploration and ship-to-ship combat, where it looked like it was going to have a lot of features of, say, Sea of Thieves, but supposedly that was scrapped, and they introduced more of a land-based survival element inspired by games like Rust. So what's to come is going to be a big surprise for everyone. I personally think a mix and blend of Rust, Sea of Thieves, and Assassin's Creed Black Flag would be absolutely amazing. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is set to release in the fall from Insomniac Games and Sony Interactive Entertainment. This will be another PS5 exclusive, where you're going to continue the journey of both Peter Parker and Miles Morales. So far, we have seen one villain confirmed, and that is Venom. Let's see who else is to come. I'm hoping for a Carnage. In at number 4, Hogwarts Legacy from Avalanche Software and Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment, being released February 10th. Now don't get me wrong, this game should be amazing. You get to go to Hogwarts, you get to learn magic, you get to do everything you want to do in the Harry Potter world, except for play an MMO. Which originally, back before the movies were even done and they announced that this game was going to come out, they announced it as an MMO. And that is my biggest gripe right now. I want this to be an MMO. I've been wanting a Hogwarts MMO for the longest time. It would be so cool. But instead we get this, which is okay, because this is going to be great too. But I still hope that down the line, they will give us an MMO. Now, it is going to be open world, and it's set in the 1800s. Which house do you think you'll be put in? Don't forget to go visit the Forbidden Forest, Diagon Alley, and Hogsmeade. Next up at number 3, The Day Before from Fantastic and Mytona, coming March 1st, as long as there's no more delays. There has been so much speculation about this game and the developers as of late, but I just keep my hopes high. This game looks absolutely amazing, and I hope they actually release what they're saying they're going to release. The Day Before is an open-world MMO survival set in a deadly past post-pandemic America, overrun by flesh-hungry infected and survivors killing each other for food, weapons, and cars. This is every survivalist horror game player's dream. This release most likely will only be for new-gen consoles, due to the Unreal Engine 5 decision they chose to go with. This is one of my most anticipated games, and I personally can't wait to spend hours upon days upon weeks upon months inside of this game. Coming in at number 2, arriving June 6th, Diablo IV. From Blizzard Entertainment, we've all been waiting for this for a long time. Taking place once again in Sanctuary, Lilith acting as the main villain rather than Diablo this time. They plan on releasing multiple expansions with this game, introducing new characters along the way, and expanding the story. Diablo IV is only going to just scratch the surface, acting as Chapter 1 to this series. It's taking an open-world approach where players travel between hubs. There's going to be 5 unique regions with a day-night cycle and ever-changing weather. Missions are going to be non-linear, and players can join in at any time in the same world. It's also going to be completely cross-play and cross-platform compatible. Now, before we hit you with number 1, let's bring up some honorable mentions. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and share us with your friends. And now, what you've all been waiting for from Supergiant Games, it's Hades 2. Release date to be announced. So far, nothing's been confirmed about it coming out in 2023, although they do plan on early access at least being announced sometime soon in 2023. It's the studio's 5th game and first ever sequel. Payday 3 from Starbreeze Studios and Prime Matter. This is going to be a new story starring the original crew of Dallas, Hoxton, Chains, and Wolf as they emerge from retirement. It's been nearly a decade since Payday 2, which means this one's going to bring you new tech and gadgets to play with. And now, number 1, the Skyrim of space, Starfield. Expected for the first half of 2023 from Bethesda. When it comes to Bethesda, we expect delays. We're not surprised, and hopefully all these delays are going to make Starfield absolutely incredible. With an interstellar open world, The possibilities are endless. We're going to see a crafting system where players can modify and customize their space guns. We're going to be able to establish outposts on alien worlds, have a much more elaborate base building system than in Fallout 4. And on top of that, they just announced that we're going to have ship customization. Players are going to be able to land and explore anywhere they choose, with over 100 star systems, meaning over 1,000 planets. Starfield's going to take place in the year 2330, and as awesome as Starfield's going to be, I think it would be even better if it was multiplayer, but it's not. But I still can't wait, and neither can you, admit it. So that was our list of the top 13 games for 2023. If you think we missed one, let us know. Oh, and one more thing I forgot.